How are you guys? Welcome to week number 2 of Quarantine Fit. Alright. So, workout 1, week number 2. Hope week 1 was good to you guys. I don't know what's going on in this crazy world, but I do know that our fitness and our health, both mentally and physically, cannot be taken a hit at such important times in our lives, guys. So, hold yourself accountable, okay? Make sure you're getting the workouts in. Make sure you're hitting that proper stimulus. If you have any questions, we're here to answer any question you have. Anything at all, get a hold of me. Email, Facebook, cell, text, Snapchat. I don't give a damn. Just get a hold of me. Alright? So, starting up with our warm-up, okay? We're essentially going to be doing 4 sets of this, so it's every 4 minutes. Every 4 minutes, and I got it all on board to kind of give you guys a picture afterwards, okay? Every 4 minutes, you have to complete 10 inchworms with a push-up in place, 12 burpees, and 14 squat jumps, okay? So that just means that you have 4 minutes to complete those 3 movements. However long it takes you, you rest for the rest of that 4 minutes. When the clock hits that new 4 minutes or that 4-minute mark, you'll have from the 4-minute mark to the 8-minute mark to complete the same amount of work. Okay, from the 8-minute mark to the 12-minute mark to complete that same amount of work. And from the 12-minute mark to the 16-minute mark, complete that amount of work. Okay, your rest is depending on how fast you move. Okay, I suggest you start moderately slow, but make sure that you're cranking up the intensity so you get the proper stimulus of the workout. Okay, so inchworms in place, guys. We're not going to overcomplicate this, okay? Oh, sorry about that. Feet together. Reach for the toes. Walk out into that plank position, that nice push-up position. Okay, stack those wrists, elbows, and shoulders. Squeeze your butt, core is tight. Push up, chest hits the ground. Hips and thighs don't. Okay, make sure you guys aren't dipping the butt underneath. Okay. So, you do that push-up, you come back into your inchworm, you stand all the way up, extend the hips fully, then you go into your second reps. And that is what it should look like in the warm-up, okay? So you got 10 of those, then you got 12 burpees, you know the drill, get down on your hands, kick the feet back, chest hits the floor, try to land on both heels, extend the hips to the top. Keep on going until you get to 12 and 14 squat jumps. Feet shoulder width apart, guys. Drive the hip backs. Boom. Get nice and low. Jump slightly. Cut yourself back into that nice squat position. Try not to collapse and making sure you stay on your heels. So, 10 inchworms for the push-up, 12 burpees, and 14 squat jumps. Every 4 minutes for 16 minutes. That's what your warm-up piece is going to look like for today. Okay? Moving on to a little bit of mobility. So what we're going to be doing here for mobility, guys, is if you can find a little area, 12, 20 feet wide, okay, great, you can use that to your advantage. If not, this is all you got right here. Well, this is what we're going to go with, okay? So again, it's just going to be 1 minute of butt kicks, okay, a 1 minute pigeon stretch on each side, leg down and across the body. Okay, so 1 minute of that on each side. 1 minute of a saddle pose. Sit back on those heels, guys. Drive those knees out, not together. And sit back on those heels. Okay, so 1 minute pigeon each side. 1 minute saddle stretch. Okay. And then we're just going to do 25, 30 arm circles forward. 25, 30 arm circles backwards. Okay. Then to finish the warm up, we're going to go with our Ys and our eyes. Nothing too crazy here, guys. Okay, I want to make sure you hit a couple spots afterwards with a thread to needle and a twisted cross. Okay, so I'm going to cover those at the end because those are probably going to be a little bit more important. Okay, so once you get through that, we get the core work. The core work is going to be 4 rounds. Okay, so every movement is essentially going to be done in 1 minute. So it's 4 rounds. Okay, it's 4 different movements. You're doing 45 seconds of work on that one movement, then you're going to rest 15 seconds until the clock hits that 1 minute mark, and then you're going to switch your movement to 45 seconds of the second movement, followed by 15 seconds of rest, And you're gonna do that for all 4 movements, all 4 rounds of it, okay? So it's 4 rounds of it. So, again, first movement, it's gonna be the mountain climber, guys. You're gonna be in that, kind of like that plank position. Keep your core tight. Okay, we're in control. We're bringing, okay, we're not gonna be running in place, guys. What we're gonna do is we're gonna contract our core. We're gonna bring our right knee to our right elbow. Boom, come back. This is the pace that I want you guys going in, okay? If your knees can't touch your elbows, that's fine. You're just working on kicking them out and getting them as high as you can. That's all I can ask for, okay? Make sure the core is nice and tight. Make sure we keep our feet together in the back. You got 45 seconds of that, followed by a 45-second plank hold, followed by 45 seconds of a Russian twist. So you guys know the plank holds. We're gonna be doing elbow planks, okay? Core tight, standing toes, all that stuff, okay? And then we're gonna finish it off with the Russian twist, okay? So, feet 6 inches off the ground, arms nice and tight to the body, touch the back of the hips, the outsides of the hips for 45 seconds. That's your third movement, okay? So we're not gonna be doing 4 movements, we're gonna be doing 3 movements, and we're gonna do 4 rounds of that, okay? So, again, 3 movements, 4 rounds, every movement is done for 45 seconds. You rest 15 seconds until you get into your next transition, which is your second movement, okay? Moving on to the workout, guys. So, this is gonna be a spicy workout. And again, I'm gonna show you the rep scheme afterwards, okay? But I'm gonna verbalize it first. Because this workout, I did a barbell variation of this last week. And, dear God, okay? I had to do handstand walks instead of push-ups, but regardless, it was really, really hard, all right? So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do 20 dumbbell thrusters. The dumbbell thrusters are gonna go up by sets of 10. So it's 20, 30, 40 dumbbell thrusters, okay? So you do 20 dumbbell thrusters, then you're gonna do 30 push-ups, and then you're gonna do 10 wall walks, okay? So, a couple things I wanna go over real quick. Let me quickly show you this. All right, I don't know how well that can be seen, but 20 dumbbell thrusters, 30 push-ups, 10 wall walk, 30 dumbbell thrusters, 40 push-ups, 10 wall walk, 40 dumbbell thrusters, 50 push-up, 10 wall walks. That is the workout, okay? Taking you guys over here for a second to make sure that I cover that wall walk, okay? Because if you can't perform that wall walk super efficient, okay, you're gonna be doing double inchworms with the push-up in place, okay? So just like we did in the warm-up, okay, if you cannot perform those wall walks consistently and moving efficiently through it, I mean, there's gonna be points where everybody's gonna have to stop. But if you feel yourself just taking too much time there, or you just know you don't have the upper body strength to do it, you should be doing the inchworms walkouts with a push-up back into place. Okay, and I would do like 15 of those. All right, if you can do those wall walks, let's make sure that our core is tight, our feet get up on that wall. We walk our hands towards that wall, squeeze our core, squeeze our butt. We want to get our chest as close to the wall as we can. We're gonna hold for 6 seconds, squeeze our butt, and then we're gonna come down in control, all right? So I'm gonna make sure, again, if you cannot do those, or they're not gonna look clean the whole time, it's okay to do the inchworms with the push-ups, or it's okay to do a variation of both. Hey, you can do something like 5 wall walks with 8 inchworms to push-ups, or 10 inchworms to push-ups, okay? Whatever the case may be, I do not want you resting, okay? So, moving on. We got our 20 dumbbell thrusters here. If you have 1 dumbbell, you'll be holding it up and nice and tight against your chest. If you have 2, you're gonna load 1 in each arm, forearm, wrist, forearm, straight line. Get ready to squat, hips back, knees out, chest is up, get nice and low. Boom, drive with the hips and thighs. Boom, to the standing position, arms nice and tight to the ears. Okay, butt squeeze, core tight. If you have 2, it's gonna look something like this. If you have 1, you're gonna look something like this. 30 of those, 20 of those, followed by 30 push-ups. We've already covered the push-up, guys. followed by 10 wall walks. Then 30 of these, 40 push-ups, 10 wall walks. Then 50 of these, 60 push-ups, 10 wall walks, okay? So one more time, just so that you guys know what that's gonna look like. I look forward to seeing you guys quarantine fit week 2 workout 1.